Welcome back to CryptosRus. I'm George. We're all George. So, welcome to another market open stream. We got to talk about the shutdown, the government shutdown, and how that is almost over, and why we need to get ready for it, and several other things I want to talk about and show you guys. All right, let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are starting out the day, unfortunately, lower than yesterday. We went back to the same level as yesterday, which, or the day before yesterday, I should say, 104.3. The alts are showing pretty red today, although it's still slightly higher than a few days ago, but we aren't as high as yesterday. Now, why is that? Well, I'll speculate a little bit. But right now, it's pretty obvious that retail confidence is shattered. You could see it in the comments. You can see it in the live chat. You can see it on X. You can see it everywhere. Most people in crypto are very bearish now. Only the OGs, only people that have been through a couple of cycles know that, hey, this is nothing to be fearful about. We will get through whatever macro stuff that's going on right now. Right? But for everyone else, it seems like, man, it's like the end of the world right now. I know it could be frustrating, but it certainly is not the end, especially if you've looked at some of the previous periods we have been through before that were much, much worse. But right now, it does seem like now that the Senate finally passed, okay, or had an agreement over whatever dispute about healthcare, the Senate have decided, okay, it's time to move on. So yesterday they took the vote, and yes, it passed 60-40. So now they're going to vote upon this in the House, and that is going to take at least another day or so. So they are trying to convene all the House people to get together tomorrow and vote on it. And then after, if it gets approved, then Trump has to sign it in, and then it's finally over. So it does seem like it's going to come to an end very, very quickly, unless somehow the House also disagrees, and then it lasts another week or two. No one wants that. No one wants that. Neither side wants it. And again, the toll on the government and just toll on everything, really. Not just like whatever is going on within the government, but I mean, it's having effect everywhere. So everyone wants to see this come to a conclusion. It's been going on for way too long, and it's no good. And the shutdowns, right? Like, for example, with flights piling on, 8% of all flights have been canceled. And that number is only going to go up. So one of the reasons, I think this could be the reason why all the Congress people want to actually stop this, is because this is going to disrupt their lives. Okay? Maybe they don't care about SNAP benefits or anything else because it doesn't affect them, but they do care about flights. This affects even private flights, private charters, because a lot of airports do not take private flights anymore, and of course commercial flights and everything else, right? So this is ongoing, and a lot of people are going to be severely disrupted for Thanksgiving, and of course just general flights in general are going to be affected if the government shutdown is not resolved. Of course, there's a lot more than just flights. I mentioned SNAP benefits and others, federal workers, almost 1 million federal workers out of work right now. And there's many, many, many other things that's being affected. So it's coming to a conclusion, hopefully, by the end of this week. Hopefully, by Wednesday, it's going to end. I don't know how the House is feeling. I'm assuming the House is going to align with the Senate, unless there's something big that happens in the house. Let's hope that's not the case. It's the reason why markets went up yesterday because of this, but doesn't seem to be carrying on right now for whatever reason. Some other macro stuff with tariffs. You know, we still have high tariffs on India and many other countries, so we're trying to, I guess, work on it. I still don't know what's going to happen if the Supreme Court comes back and says tariffs are illegal. So all this money that we've collected, 440 billion, I guess, approximately, because that's how much is being given out with the stimulus checks. If we have to return that, then what happens to the checks that are given out? Or is he waiting to see a ruling before giving it out? Because he already announced it. So I don't even know what's going to happen, because if tariffs are illegal, then all the money has to be given back. But I think markets are actually cheering for this, because markets see tariffs as an inflation mechanism, something that's causing inflation, and not something that we want at this point in time. So I guess we'll see. This is something else that's still brewing. Still brewing. All right. Outside of these things, let's get to Bitcoin and crypto here. I know according to the short-term holder realized profit, there are a lot of people that are capitulating. A lot of people that are selling at a loss because they can't take it. They're scaring themselves into selling. Well, the last time this happened was approximately a year ago when Bitcoin fell down to about $40,000. We started the year at 73,000. We kept going sideways and dipping and dipping and dipping until we had like a low point of 40-something thousand, right around October of last year. You could see the capitulation, right? And then that's when things turned around and we headed higher to over $100,000. And it's looking very similar right now. We're going through that period where there's just so much fear. People are about to give up, or people have given up. But that's usually when we flip around. And here's why. I just got done saying these big boys, the smart money is not going away. So, a couple things. Here's one that's measuring just whales in general that hold over 10,000 Bitcoin. They have basically doubled their holding in the last 3 weeks. From October 24 to now, they have added 36,000 Bitcoin. They have doubled their holdings while the price have been going down. These are the ultra huge whales. People that hold over 10, or entities that hold over 10,000 Bitcoin. So they are piling on right now, while most retail is scared and selling and leaving. You got to think why. Why would these guys be loading up? Right? There has to be a reason. And I've said this too. When the market's manipulated and suppressed, there's someone behind it. And why would they do that? Because they want to accumulate. They want to load up. They're not giving up. So, kind of tells you, okay, these guys are up to something, or they know better. They're just not scared. These guys are the ones that we should emulate. Not the guys on X. They're all saying it's over and I'm going to start shorting, or I'm going to start dumping everything. You follow those guys, you're following their herd, and basically you're being led to disaster. You're being led down a road where you're just going to lose a whole bunch of money, right? So you got to think for yourself. You got to put it all together